There you go. The button has been hit. Let me give a quick level check. Say something. Anything?
Something.
There you go.
I've been talking for the last 10 minutes.
All is good. Yeah, I'm still shaking. So, welcome to Roundtable 65. General chat is being recorded for YouTube. That's the one, as DJ said, that's built into the chat channel, not the main general chat. And we'll go up on YouTube when we're done. For those of you that are new, this is where we kind of go over what we've been doing in the previous week, what's coming up in the next week, and attempting to make you aware of what's going on. As mentioned, like I say, if you do miss it or you know somebody has missed it, it's all there on YouTube and there'll be a link going up later on. So, thank you for joining. Let's crack on. So,
do hello YouTube.
Oh yes, I forgot hello YouTube. So here come the Conan emotes. Let's go. Let's get some hellos to YouTube going. Let's go, everyone. There we go. So while we're helloing to YouTube, I have a very big piece of news for you all. So first and foremost, and most importantly of the week then, everything is now confirmed okay. So I would like to say congratulations to Bud Panda on her baby girl's being born. I'm going to leave it up to her to show photos when she feels fit and divulge the names of the babies. She was kind enough to let me know the names, and I think they're very cool. She's been in touch from our hospital bed. That's commitment, that is. Absolute commitment. So I hope you get out soon, Panda, if you're not already, and best wishes to you, your family, from all of us here at WNG.
You know what? That's 2 weeks in a row now Board Panda has hit the headlines.
I know. But now that we know everything is good, you see, I was hesitant last week because, you know, it's stuff happens.
Oh,
but
not
this
a bad
week,
thing. That's just like, wow.
Everything is cool. So yeah, we've had Mjolnir. She goes and triumphs Mjolnir, beats Fjordjaw, goes on to have baby girls. she's been having a good couple of weeks. Yes, not one, but two. There are 2 little baby girls. Okay, so now we've got Panda out of the way for the second week in a row. The first thing, generally, I suppose, then, is we're going to be talking about Discord. There's going to be some Discord work going on, and indeed has been going on today, and will probably continue for the next few days. We're attempting, I'll say that in inverted commas, we're attempting to simplify things, so role names will get an overhaul to make things easier to understand. We've had a lot of feedback over this, and although ninja-themed stuff is really cool, and we like it, I don't think some of the new guys actually understood what was going on, and, you know, it's kind of time to move forward and make some changes. Do you want to go through some of the changes you've made already and let people know what's going on?
Yes. So you will immediately see that purple ninjas no longer exist. We are still purple, but
I haven't even noticed that yet. Cool. Yep.
The role is staff.
Yeah.
Sitting below that, you now have admins who were oranges. They're still orange, but are now termed admins. And then sitting below the admin role, which you can't see yet, will be moderators. So starting from the bottom up, moderators are volunteers that will donate their time towards the servers and the Discord, and they will keep an eye on things that are going on in chat, in game, deal with any unruly people, malicious bots, or general toxic behavior. Outside of the chat channels, they will not have any privileges in game, but they can escalate and answer tickets for us. Admins will have missions in game to deal with any in-game problems as well as on Discord. So it's kind of like the next level of escalation. They have power to do everything and to make decisions, and judgments are final from them as well. So we expect moderators and admins to be kind of like answering tickets to the best of their ability. If they make a decision, that's the decision. We'll stand by it. If they feel they can't make a decision, then that gets escalated up to the top level, which is staff, owners, kind of people directly at the core of WickedNinjaGames. Yeah, it's the main reason for the change is because you have a lot of people around many different communities that all refer to or look for people to ask questions from, refer to when in need of authority and stuff like that. And like, oh, they're like, who's the owner on the Discord? We need to ask a question. Well, actually, you can just talk to one of the admins or the moderators, and they'll be able to help you out. Or the thousands of people that we have within the community itself. So it's just something that made it a bit clearer who is who, and what positions they hold within the community, so that people go to the right people when they have questions. Also means that we're going to start recruiting for moderator and admin roles.
Yep.
We have a few people in mind that we would like to approach for those roles. And anybody else is welcome to apply as well. You'll see a join the WNG team sitting in the information section of Discord. There's currently 2 roles advertised: moderator or mod, and administrator or admin. They seem like some fairly strict requirements on there, but I think the reason for that is because we want to give the best possible support to everybody here, and we feel that the people we need on the team need to be knowledgeable about what they're doing, and to be able to talk with confidence. There's click one of the buttons to apply, admin or mod. It'll ask you a few questions, and it'll create a ticket that only staff members can see. We'll then be in contact with you and hopefully get you on board.
Yeah. I'll also add, if we do approach you, don't be scared.
Yeah. The 2 roles that we've got are very different. Moderator is just doing what most people do day to day in chat and on Discord. Just talking to people, and going, oh my God, some dude spamming links. Can you deal with it, please? The moderator will have the power to deal with it.
Yeah.
They will be able to move people between channels, mute people, time them out, which is temporarily stop them typing or texting. They will not be able to ban. So they could time somebody out, but then they'd have to ask one of the admins or staff members to actually ban them from the Discord and the servers. So just on Killer's points, I would apply admin, as you did admin before. So the moderator position is a perfect start for that, because it's just working within Discord, talking to people and letting us get to know you as well as part of the community. So it's kind of like, that's the lead-in role. One of the requirements for being an admin is you have to have been a moderator already, to give us time to assess, can you deal with somebody in game that's right in your face and saying, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that, or you're a toxic, abusive admin, get out my face type approach. And you've got to be able to deal with that. If you can't deal with it in a safe environment, which is our Discord, then there's no way you'll be able to handle it on a server. So, tiered approach: moderators first, then admins. We wouldn't put anyone straight into an admin role with no previous experience working with our community, because what may work on other communities may not work on ours. You just have to learn your audience. So that's kind of like the top end role changes on Discord. We're recruiting and we'll take applications. We'll be totally open and honest with you about, if we feel you didn't make it, why, or if you did, great. But anybody's welcome to apply there.
Yeah.
Other things you will have seen change. In the README section on Discord, I've clarified the roles and updated that so that it tells you what each role is about, including the new roles. And I still want to draw special attention to the Hollow Ninjas. That role is for people who actively participate in the community, and we feel that they should be recognized for that participation, whether it be helping other people, making people feel welcome, or just being knowledgeable about the games they play, and generally not having a history of being a toxic prick.
Yeah.
that Hollow Ninja's role will come and go. It's for people who are actively participating. So that's one thing I want to be clear on. What we don't want to do is just build up a list of like OG ninjas. That's once they get the role, they're just like, ha, cool, I'm done. It's like it, a little bit of work to maintain it.
Yeah, they're just active people who know what they're talking about. If somebody asks a question and you hear it from a hollow, you can take it with some good regard that it's decent information. It's kind of the whole idea behind the hollows.
Yeah, and I think the key thing there is as well active.
Yeah,
We so it would be taken away if that person became inactive or just didn't do anything for like an extended period of time. Because I want the people at the top of the list on Discord are the ones that you can feel that are approachable and kind of like will answer you with some level of knowledge. What else have we got going on? News channel. That's just WNG News. News feeds is feeds set up for games that we host.
yeah.
Server updates is the important one. We just got notified. Server maintenance tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. And we've got a lot of stuff to do on that one. So we'll go into some more detail on that in a minute.
Okay.
Server support section. Now this is work in progress. I've been mulling over this all day. It's not been able to settle on something perfect yet, but all the support channels have been lumped into server support. Because when you need help or when you need some information quickly, you don't want it to be buried down in Arc and Rust and having to dig through to find what you need. So there's one channel in the top which you're all used to. Lets you open a ticket for three of the games that we host. That's going to be expanded to the support server games as well, so that you can use it to report server outages or anything a bit funky. Then at the moment below that, you've got the Arc support channel, which is all the Arc specific stuff that you might need to know. So known issues, our gear recovery policy, and the self-help buttons for like linking, commands, kicking yourself, getting your Steam ID, getting your points balance, and most importantly, the last place you logged out. Big button there, player location. Click that, tells you the last map you're on. Save you logging in, finding out the hard way. Then obviously there's the Rust support channel, which is empty at the moment because we have yet to decide what should go in there, if anything. Because, well, yeah, to be decided. Moving a bit further down, not much has changed. A few channel names have been tweaked. We've been going through a significant number of other Discords, looking at kind of words and names that are used that are common across all the Discords. So when people come here, they can recognize where they're supposed to post, where they're supposed to put things, and where they want to talk. Now, here's the big one. The dojos have all changed to feedback. Purpose of the channel is the same as it always has been. It's limited access to people who participate in the community or are supporters or boosters. So generally people who are active. And that's where we want to take your feedback on that particular game. What we want to try and avoid it being is like general discussion, more something along the lines of kind of like, this feature is not working as we'd expect it to work. What can you guys do about it? Or would it be a good idea to change this harvesting rate to this instead? And then we would discuss that piece of feedback there. We keep the general chat to general and the like global chat channels for the games. That would be great. Moving on. Rust section, all the names of the channels in there have changed. So you've got Rust General, Find a Team, Rust Feedback, and Rust Media. Again, all channel names that use inspiration from common Discords and generally what people expect. Supporter service section. That's got one channel now for each game. So you can feedback on the game, post your screenshots, all the cool stuff you've been up to, or generally just have a natter about that particular supporter server. And then you've got the supporter chat, which is a place where you can talk about what you want next, or general perks in general, or just generally talk to us about what you're looking for as part of being a supporter, or just have a private chat with the rest of the elite group of supporters. Not elite group, or elite group. I don't know. What do you think?
Who wants to be
Are
elite?
they elite? Are they elite? So yeah, that section hopefully gets some more use. And then a recommendation that came from, Elite Sandy, L33T. Now this was the next bit changed to Discord, which is kind of a bit controversial in my eyes, because you've now got 2 voice chat sections. Excitement. There's a personal voice chat section where you can create your own personal voice channel, and you can do what you want with that channel. You can lock it down. You can make it push to talk only. You can make it private and only move people in there you want to be in there. And the channel will automatically be named your name. Sorry, got distracted by a comment. I'll figure that out in a minute. So that's kind of like do what you want with that. And then you've got like game voice chat. So there's a voice chat channel per game. So if you're just like, generally playing Ark and you just want to stream what you're playing and you don't care if people pop into your chat and join in and stuff like that, you've got those channels there. This was something that was brought to our attention, especially around comms and etiquette. Some people are very familiar or very conscientious when they join a voice chat channel. They'll join the channel, they'll listen to what's going on, and they probably won't interrupt or even talk unless they feel like they're going to be part of the conversation. Then you've got other people who'll just jump into a channel and start talking about, like, I don't know, what color their cat is. And the conversation that happened to be in the channel was about killing a boss in Ark. So you've got 2 separate kinds of channel now. You've got your personal voice channels and you've got your game channels. So hopefully the intention behind those is clear and people use them appropriately. The only downside to that is there's some more channels, so that's why we split them out into 2 categories so you can collapse them and you don't have to fill up your entire screen. Other than that, not much else has changed on Discord, I don't think. But yeah, expect the support section to get a full overhaul over the coming days. And hopefully we will see some moderators coming online soon. So you will see a new section appearing and it'll be moderators. And yeah, they will be helping out. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Oh, good.
So that's it for Discord.
I think if that's it for Discord, then I'd just like to wrap up to say thank you to Savage for all the input she helped us with. We had a good 3-hour chat with Savage the other day. She runs some really large Discords for some popular streamers and communities. So just wanted to add that in there. Just thank you for reaching out and at least, giving us some feedback, opinions, and all that sort of stuff. It's all good. So Arky type stuff then, I think we'll go for next then. So Ark itself, the only thing I've picked up from the past week so far that's been actually announced would be the auto bases, which we've been having a few issues with. We've continuously talked about auto bases, so it's been a bit of a hectic week, hasn't it? It's been very rushed so far. So they're coming soon. We're having a few technical issues, and we'll sort that out. Is there anything else Ark itself related we want to cover?
I don't think so. Ark is. Oh, yes, there is actually one very important thing.
Okay.
Some of you may have noticed that on Friday, just gone, the servers weren't performing particularly well. I didn't announce the reason why at the time because I didn't want to give anyone the satisfaction. We came under a sustained DDoS attack for just over an hour on Friday. Service provider mitigation kicked in but you still get some traffic bleeding over from that. So we were seeing pings bouncing up and down like every 10 minutes off and on. Fortunately, there was nothing we could do about it. Our service provider has lots of stuff in place to mitigate it, but you can't block every single piece of traffic, otherwise the players wouldn't be able to connect. So that was affecting us prior to the weekend. Of course you did, G-Man.
What do you know that we don't know, G-Man? Hey.
The problem with DDoS is the only way to stop it is to dump the traffic before it hits the server.
Yeah.
And you can't dump all the traffic, so you have to make an informed decision about what traffic is genuine and what traffic isn't. So it's a very difficult thing to deal with. If you dropped all the traffic, nobody would be able to connect. If you didn't block any traffic, nobody would be able to connect. So we kind of get the happy medium in between where everybody can connect, everybody can play, but the experience isn't amazing. It's pretty much all you can do about it. But yeah, so did the best we can, and all should be good now. I think that's about it for Rock.
Yeah. And then
Oh, I forgot the general news beforehand. Oh my god. It was supposed to be right at the beginning.
Okay.
This was super important as well. Here we go. I'm just getting it up now. Bear with me. Will that paste it in there? Oh, I'll just drop it in there. There we go. So in the chat right now, Mr. Tickles made a reappearance. This is the random cat that seems to be wandering around our neighbourhood. He typically pops in around anytime between 4 and stays up until about 7. Has some treats and then goes home for dinner. But the story of Mr. Tickles continues. I still haven't figured out whose owner is, but he seems to be getting more and more confident because he flaked out for nearly 2 hours today on the sofa.
You've been played by a cat, you realise this, don't you?
Oh, totally, yeah. He's going around every house he can get his grubby little paws on and getting dinners.
He's got a 4 dinner day today.
Yeah,
And some
that's the way
treats
he's
around
so
his DJs.
sleepy.
Yep.
He just had some dinner, popped round mine, had a nap, had a bit more food, then realised it was like nearly 6:30 and he had to pop off for his next dinner.
You really should just buy a cat, you know.
Yeah, I know. But he's learned how to use the cat flap now. Anyways, sorry. Yes, hop back to Arc news.
So hopping back to Arc, we were moving on to Docs then, if that's all we've got for Arc. So
yes,
again,
indeed.
A few points from Docs. RAD and CED are linked, so you can transfer items and tames between the two. For you Docs players, you can now move freely between the two islands. Easy difficulty on both servers, right?
Yes, initially it wasn't, but that's been resolved.
And we have some the terminology on Docs blows my mind every day. It's like we now have tiered megas on SED.
Yes.
So SED is the affectionate name now for the center Docs server. And SED and RAD, we're now calling them.
Yeah, because it's RAD SED.
Yes, RAD SED. So SED gets tiered megas. What's the deal with tiered megas then? Tell us a bit more about tiered megas. What can you do with them? How much do they hurt? And are they a one shot or just like they look at you and kill you?
Well, the megas are what's kind of like the equivalent of being able to unlock your tech gear on normal Arc. So you kill a mega, you unlock some tech grams, and you get some loot, and away you go. But the creator of Docs decided that wasn't enough. So after killing a mega, another one immediately spawns. Sits there for 5 seconds, and if you're too slow, it will then proceed to wail on you. They get stronger and stronger, so each one you kill, then another one spawns. And I think there's 4 tiers of them afterwards. I may be corrected on this. I haven't gone up to it. All Giga can tell me, yes, 4 tiers. So there's 4 tiers of tiered megas. They get progressively stronger. You've got 5 seconds between each one to decide if you want to carry on to the next tier or get the fuck out of there. They only stayed spawn for 5 minutes, and if you kill them, they are a great source of corruption crystal shards, which you will find super useful. So it's, Giga's got it in chat. The rewards are shards that allow a lot of passive element. So it is a great benefit to having them, but we only put them onto one server. So you have the choice of going over to the center, and if you want to, you can then farm the tiered megas, and then you can bring your awesome loots back to Rag and use them there.
Said everybody.
So they will maul you.
Working nicely. Okay, cool. Maulings are a go then.
Yeah, maulings are a go. And if you'll notice, the voice channel I've created for Docs is a skull. I like that. Skull and crossbones didn't work.
Speaking of voice channels for Docs, I will just point out, because I was amazingly impressed. We had an issue a few days ago where we got booted from the Discord directory for having a bad name. And apparently, well, I can see why they classed it as a bad name, but we have a group of players who pretty much create their voice channel every single night and sit together playing Docs. And when we realized that Docs, was it Docs People was the channel name? And when Discord realized that the channel looked suspiciously like a bunch of people doxing people, they yoinked us from the directory. One quick word with the guys in the Docs channel about why we needed to avoid that, and everything was sorted out immediately. So thank you guys, absolutely amazing work, and no more doxing. Just wanted to add that in there, that they were absolutely top notch and understood totally. So nice one, guys.
We came across that a while ago, actually, when we first set up the
did.
Docs channels, I think.
Yeah, because
we had all these
Docs
channels
chat,
named Docs, Docs chat and stuff like that. So Discord automatically assumed we were organising people to dox people.
Oh, we get some crazy stuff, G-Man. We got lambasted on Facebook when we first started for selling meat products. That made us laugh a lot. One of our 7 days, well, a couple of our 7 days supporter packs were entitled Home Cooked and was it Fast Food?
Yeah.
And they picked this up, and they basically gave us a black mark for not declaring ourselves as selling meat products. So it happens, bots get involved and strange things happen. But yeah, really cool, guys, that you just took that on board and ran with it. It's cool.
I think what didn't help was the picture of the hobo stew that was on one of the one of the supporter packs. That was incredibly funny. And I'm like, why isn't our stuff uploading to Facebook? Why are they not letting us do this? And we're like digging into it, and it's like, we're selling what? Raw meat on Facebook? No, we're not. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
I think the other one was a picture of a steak got flagged as porn.
Yes, I think so. That's another bemusing one.
Yeah, so raw steak.
There's some really weird porn out there that I'm not aware of, but that's just lay off the meat.
Don't beat the meat. I mean, what?
There you go.
So, also moving on a little bit on the Docs front, we are going to separate out the Docs cluster chat. So at the moment we have one Arc chat channel that brings together all the chat across all the Arc servers, including the Docs servers. As Docs is getting quite animated and popular, and sometimes Fjordra gets animated and popular, the conversation gets drowned out from both sides. Pros and cons to this, we've been over it many times. So I think it will allow much more coherent chat. People not getting confused about what people are talking about. But at the same time, we have players that use both clusters. So Unfortunately, it will make answering questions across both clusters a little bit more tricky, but they will both be in Discord, so you can just flip between the two if you so wish. The other thing we need to do as well is, at the moment, if you log into any server on both clusters, it resets your decay timers for you. Again, Doc's popularity is a thing. I know people love hurting themselves. I don't understand why. But because of that, base locations need to be freed up. So decay timers will reset on docs when you log into docs, and decay timers will reset on the main cluster when you log into the main cluster. Logging into the main cluster will not reset your decay on docs, and vice versa. Hope that makes sense. So probably won't affect many people, but just so you all know. The other thing we're doing is flying in caves. It's been requested, and we will enable it on docs. And for those that you don't know, flying in caves is actually enabled on Fjordjord, simply because the other realms are classed as a big cave. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to, that I've announced but not said exactly what we're doing, and that's because I want to have a conversation with some of the docs players. We are going to raise the difficulty on the vanilla boss encounters on the doc servers. I want to put them on par with taking on a mega of appropriate engram quality. So I will be tuning that in terms of hit points, damage, armor, and damage done. And the last thing, which I need help with, does anybody have any fucking clue why the supply drops are not coming down on the center? It's doing my nutting. It is turned on in the server settings, before anyone suggests that. And they are allowed to fall on bases, before anyone suggests that. It's just not freaking working. So any suggestions in the docs channel, please? I don't want to. The only solution that I have found that may be guaranteed is to wipe the map.
Map wipe.
And that is the center, not right. But I can test that, can copy it across, we can start the server up, then we can wipe it.
That's one of
Is
the
there
things
any
I
way
was
you
going
can
to
allow certain
suggest.
things in caves to be placed? No, we can't, I'm afraid.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
what was thought there, Theo, was probably sleeping bags and things. The odd box. Dedicated storage. But no, I don't think we can do singular things. It's cave
No.
or no cave.
Yeah, it's cave building or no cave building, unfortunately.
Fish baskets. Okay.
But you could go fishing in a cave. Not the why you'd want to, but
Are you thinking specifically leeches?
You can put a chair on a dino. I believe.
Platform saddled trike with a chair on it?
Yeah. Most platform cells too big. Anyways, I think that pretty much covers the arc side of things.
It does.
Does indeed.
So, other things we have this week then. Again, Ross, just a reminder, it's as ready as it's going to be. Launch is going to be on the 1st of September. It is now definitely set for 7 p.m. because that's when the wipes are going to help.
So, oh my god, Rust, 7 p.m. Yay!
Yeah!
First Thursday, isn't it?
Yep, it's a Thursday. So that's going to be 2 weeks from this Thursday, I think.
Is indeed.
Is there any planned to raise the build structure limit on Fjordjord to be more in line with those servers? I don't think there is at the moment, is there?
I don't think so, no. Simply because the reason why you can play on the server when we had like 40 people on there was because of our build limits.
It was quite nasty before
Um,
that, yeah.
yeah, we've trialed 9K build limits, and wow, it's just horrific.
Yeah. It is quite a bit.
Yeah,
You just have to be more creative with what you use.
um,
Specifically
I
big walls.
I do see a lot of what I would call massive bases, and then I see a lot of bases where people have creatively built some really awesome buildings, and they're so much smaller. Um, my first thoughts on this are creative building does not require thousands and thousands of blocks. It requires some imagination and a bit of YouTubing. See what you can get away with, see what you can build. 4K is actually pretty massive. I think it's we'll see how the maintenance gets on tomorrow, Sandy. We've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff to do.
We are aware about the bridges, Sandy, don't worry. All good things take time.
But what I do kind of want to be clear about is we've got to be very careful that when we do things, because somebody said to me the other day, there's no oil well, there's no oil veins I can put a well on Fjordjaw. And then that led me down the route of, okay, I loaded up the Fjordjaw map locally and filtered it all through, and barely half of the locations were in use. So it was players just not bothering to look for them. So right now, if you want to carry on for a little bit, Nani, I'm going
Yep.
to have a quick look and see what the structure counts are on Fjordjaw.
Okay, cool. Yes,
Um,
to answer Giga's question, the other maps still do have the high build count. We do have like quite a few maps going, so you can, if you've got several builders, span several maps. It's only Fjordjaw that you can't travel freely between yet, but that's coming really, really soon. So there's,
oh, yeah,
yeah,
we've got a date for that, you know?
we have. I was going to flip channels, but I can't. I'm recording. Was it the 9th, did you say, or something?
Yes,
9th
9th
of
of September.
September? Yeah. So 9th of September, Fjordjaw will be open to everything, and what I'm betting is going to happen is players will spread out over all the maps. They did with Lost Island, they did after Genesis. There's going to be a huge spread of players coming anyway, so things should get much, much better. And yes, as far as ways of getting other oils, there are basilosaurs, thousands of oil, mining underwater, mining some really shallow water, dung beetles. The amount of oil you'll get from one dung beetle with a few fed shards is quite mind-boggling. I think I ran 4 when I first went to Fjordjaw, and then backed right up to 1 because I was throwing thousands of it on the floor. Crazy. So I'm going to move us on very, very slightly. So I've added in a new section this week, which is supporter servers, just so people can keep up to date with what's going on with those. So the final word on the supporter servers now, War of the Walkers is now done and down. We've spoken with everybody who was playing. I think the last player who was still going was Warfare, and he confirmed with me the other day he was done. So War of the Walkers is now down. And in its place, and Zomboid, which was also fairly underused, we welcome Conan Exiles, as a few of you know already and have been on and test and stuff. We've got mods in now. The map is live. If you want to play some Conan, it's all in the supporter channel. The password is in there. Please don't pass it around. It will change probably monthly. Exactly, Krusty. See? It was all such a massive secret. So anybody who fancies a bit of Conan, kind of similar to Ark, nice building, more interactive fighting, shall we say. It's not just the stab move that Ark has become. It's rolls and you can dance around opponents and backstab them, hammer decapitations, yep, also fun. There's millions of things to do in Conan, so it's usually quite cheap. Check it out if you wish. Minecraft's still
And
doing fairly well.
don't forget, there's free expansion coming for Conan very soon.
There
Age of
is.
Sorcery.
I don't think we've got a date yet, do we? But
No.
there is a brand new expansion coming for those who have been playing, where they're bringing in magic to the game. I can imagine, yes, there's going to be a lot of witchery and sorcery, and I can only imagine what they would put into Conan when magic is involved, and it sounds really cool. I'm
Well,
I'm thinking snakes and fire and all sorts of, proper.
oh,
I don't. What were you thinking? Do I want to know what you're thinking?
well, I was thinking like some sort of ritual you have to do to cast your spells. So like like a maybe they get you to do like a windmill thing, where you spin it around.
I'm imagining body parts in a fire pit and all this sort of stuff, and it's going to be cool. But we're not sure whether that's going to be a new map yet or an overhaul expansion. From what I'm reading, it kind of sounds like they're not heading down the new map route. Oh my god, yes, the helicopter. Oh, Jesus. Probably some Morris dancers as well, yeah. And some break dancing. Yep.
You have you looked in the chat channel?
Yes, I'm looking now. That's some. I love that emote, Sandy. That's one of my favourites. We need some John Travolta in there and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's I can imagine. Oh my god, it is good fun. So get yourself across to some exiled lands and whack some people out with a large club, and it's really fun. Minecraft also still doing really well. Still got quite a lot of players on, and I think Tool has become utterly and hopelessly addicted to it. You still alive, Tula? Tula's not alive. She's probably still playing Minecraft.
Yeah, that's the one, Baki-chan.
Yeah. You were
You're
flying.
gonna have
There
to
you
do
go.
that. You do that, and then it fires a fireball out your arms or something. Oh dear. What were we talking about?
So that was pretty much what's wrapping up supporter servers going on this week.
So Conan Exiles, a
Yeah,
brilliant beat 'em up
it's cool.
game that it's got skill, a bit of skill based combat in it. You can tame creatures, you can tame people in it, or enslave them, depending on how you want to put it. The building system is very similar to Ark, although in some respects it's much better. In other respects, it's not. So take it or leave it.
Yeah.
It's got a massive map to play on. There's loads of different biomes to play through. It's got tiered difficulty throughout the game.
Dungeons.
We've put in some additional progression systems, some additional cosmetics. So there's a whole ton of content to do. And whether you're solo or whether you're part of a group, it all works.
Yeah.
So I think for anybody that's a fan of Ark, you really want to give Conan a whirl.
You can
Would be
still
my
get
take.
baby animals. You can still grow your pets and things like that. Or you can just enslave a load of the locals and make them fight by your side anyway. There's a lot to do, and I really like the dungeon feel as well. It's kind of a hybrid Ark / Warcraft type thing, in the way that you can do lots of little dungeons, lots of little caves. It's all good.
So here is the top 10 structures on Fjordjord by tribe.
I kind of feel we should have Top of the Pops music going on right now.
Can't remember how that went.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. No.
So right now, I would say there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tribes that are anywhere close to that limit. Xenon's got like still 400 odd structures left. Luxuria's got 500. So I'm not seeing any reason to change the limit. We increase the limit, people will just blast through it and cause us problems. I think build smart.
Build S mod.
Yes, build smart. Build W smart.
Bob would have got that reference if he was here. Damn you, Bob.
Interestingly enough, this other piece of interesting news is the top 10 tribes on Fjordur by how many dinosaurs they have
Out or total?
total.
Wow.
Whoa. Sandy,
Yes.
that's impressive.
That is pretty much solely Sandy. Well done, Sandy. I've probably got about 20 in soul balls on Fjordur at the moment. That's crazy. Tech addicts don't surprise me at all. That's just crazy, Sandy. And with that, a word of warning that we were given the other day. Try not to keep
Yes.
500 soul balls at a time in vaults, because apparently it's bad.
Yeah, 500 plus.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why we limit how many souls you can have in a soul terminal in Arc is because the amount of data stored in those souls that it has to transfer to the client is quite a significant amount. And somebody found out the other day that moving all their soul traps into a vault, while seemed like a good idea at the time, every time they opened the vault, they crashed. So, word of warning, don't put all your soul balls in one bag.
Or all your chickens in one basket.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that does work, Krusty. That's how they managed to fix the problem and get access to their souls back.
Yeah. Science.
Brains. Brains. Do you know what? Can I? Can I? Can I? No, I can't. Does it? I was wondering if anybody wanted to see a bit of spectating in Conan, but I don't know if I can actually do that.
Should be able to.
Do I know? You should be able to. It's pretty much the same as Arc. I was just wondering if anyone's on the server and we could do a bit of stream so people could see what it was like.
Are you still under server score? Krusty? Tam? Sandy?
They're too busy listening to us.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Backy's
Scott's
in.
logging in. Who's in?
Backy's in.
Okay. Give me a mo. So meanwhile, while I'm chugging through that, we've got the Minecraft support service. We've got Conan Exiles. The cat's moved in for 2 hours. Rust is launching on the 1st at 7 p.m. That's 2 weeks on Thursday.
Yeah.
We've got lots of stuff planned for that. It's going to be awesome. Discord is getting a big overhaul. Docs is getting some massive changes tomorrow. And we're still working on the auto bases for Arc. Other than that, and obviously Panda has had a phenomenal 2 weeks. Seeing Mjolnir and getting 2 baby girls. Baby girls?
Yes, baby girls.
So it's quite a full-on week. We're completely flat out on our ends. So yeah. And the last and most important thing is, please, if you feel you want to be part of the WickedNinjaGames team, put in an application to be a mod.
Smash that subscribe button.
No.
I mean, apply button.
Mod button. Apply button.
Came so naturally.
Because there are a ton of people in our community that would make brilliant chat moderators.
There are.
I think And what we're looking for is just a few hours a week, people who can keep an eye on chat, talk with a bit of authority, and just boot the dickheads.
Really, really hard.
That's really all there is to it. And if somebody gives you shit, we have a no shit policy. If somebody's giving you shit, then you just
tell
shut
them
them
to
up.
come and talk to Nani.
Or tell them to talk to Nani. But if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, that's fine. But any other time of day, no. No, I didn't mean that. I meant if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, don't.
Well, they get a better response at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do need mods in various time zones.
Yes, that's very important for us.
If you
All
are
time
in one
zones
of those
welcome.
strange time zones, hit that apply button.
Now the question is, did I spell the password right?
I'm going with yes.
I hope so.
You need to stream too, by the way, so I can.
Yeah, I've
give
just
the
done the
people
bit
what
where
they
it's.
want.
Oh my god, this is so what Ark needs. You for people who play Ark and haven't played Conan, this screen here, it's just like, what the hell? This is black magic.
That's actual fact. That is the greatest screen ever. Yes. It's like, you need some mods here. Do you want to get them? Yeah, I do. Okay, thanks.
You log into the game, you don't have the mods, it picks it up, it installs them, and carries on logging you in. It's amazing.
It's a pretty quick load as well. It's not.
Yeah. Well, I've done 3 already now. 4. Oh, nearly done.
Tell that to my hyena Krusty. He's not optimized at all. In fact, he died earlier on.
Well, he's optimized in the fact that he's got big teeth.
He was optimized in the fact that he refused to fight alongside me. He would like just sit there and randomly watch me get eaten alive. Then would take out the entire pack after I was dead. He took out an entire bandit camp on his own whilst watching me die. I'm done with him. He's done.
Now, I've done the whole stream the game as opposed to sharing the screen. Is it working?
It says stream paused.
Yeah, I know it did. It just minimized it to say battle eye.
Now it says not a lot.
Yeah, it's loading. Hold on.
It's loading. Stand by.
It has to restart once it installs the mods, doesn't it?
Yes.
There we go. Now you see?
No, you're not streaming.
I'm not. Okay, let's try that again. Boom! There we go.
Let's try this.
Seeing it?
No.
What's empty screen, blank screen?
It's paused. Uh-oh.
Stop minimized. Oh man, this is shit. Right, let's do this properly then. We're going to share the screen instead. When are Discord going to fix this stuff?
I don't know.
There we go.
Is this going to work?
Oh, I get to create my character.
It's not
Crimes.
working.
It's not working.
I will fix it. I will not fix it. Oh my god. I'm not fixing it.
What have you done?
I don't know. We have technical problems.
Oh, okay. This is going to do me in a later date. Are you sure you're done creating a character? You may not be able to change it for a long time. Hundongus is my character. His
No.
crimes of slaying, slave taking without a permit, and pegging with a peg leg. Ew. But for those of you actually watching the stream as opposed to trying to record it, is it working?
Yes.
Okay. Fate has intervened. Bloody hope it does intervene. That desert looks awful. Oh, looks like me, except I've got more hair. Maybe not. Do I get to keep the axe?
No.
Oh. I'm pretty sure the last time I played this, he looked more like Conan and less like a guy that's had his face slammed in a door wedged like half a dozen times.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure as well when Arnold Schwarzenegger played Conan, his chest was waxed to within an inch of his life. That poor sucker didn't get a second chance.
Aha.
Fixed it.
I have.
Just in time. I'm about to wander into the wastes.
I think my stream deck hiccuped. Need to fix that.
I kill Conan. Oh, the maelstrom is coming. That, by the way, is a weather feature. It happens in the game while you're playing. Not quite as bad as being on Scorched Earth on Ark. Do I get to play? Do I? Do I? Physics gone wrong. Any clues as to what's happening behind my loincloth there? Oh. Oh. What's going on here? There's a stone. Got an edge. Okay, so I got to follow a road. Oh, hang on, there's something over here. water, and a note. Right, can I have the arrows and the spears? Oh, got some plant fiber. So harvesting is just like Arc. Mash the E button and pick shit up. Shift for run. Oh, get stone. Yeah. I'm kicking here. I remember how to craft stuff. Oh, can we? I need sticks. Need some clothes too. Oh, some pants. Insects, I believe you can eat. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you can eat insects.
Can't imagine they're that tasty. Oh, get some foot wraps as well.
Stick to the path.
Yeah, I was looking for some sticks. I recall they were not right on the path. Aha! A stick! More sticks! Stick, stick, stick. I want a stone cleaver, really. Oh, that's stones. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but
You want a hammer, really. Hammers are the best.
yeah, I do want a hammer, but I'm pretty sure I just picked up some branches. It's only 5 branches and 10 stones. I hear something screaming. This cannot be a good thing. Oh, I also recall in this you can climb.
Yeah.
So it's not just like pretty much 2D bollocks that we've got with Arc. You can traverse, and stamina, kind of how much stamina defines how far you can climb or how high you can climb. But it does mean that nowhere is kind of off limits.
The coolest thing to do right now is head down the road, find the first villager, beat him to death, and take his arm, and then kill somebody else with his own arm.
This is what I am planning on doing.
You can literally use someone's arm as a weapon.
Yeah, you can grab an arm and swing it and batter them, and one of those as well. Oh, I didn't want 2 pairs of sandals, you dipshit. I need a hat, keep the sun off. So top left, you've got experience bar, health bar, and stamina. Oh, that looks fun. What's that? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Hello. Oh, I bet that.
He was writing a book before he got murdered.
Ooh. So you have a skill tree, which you can put your points in, which you get for leveling up, which is really cool. On top of that, we've also got Paragon levels, which is something we added. So once you get past the level cap, you can get more levels and put them in to gain various perks and benefits. That's all pretty cool. I want a stone hatchet, 5 moss branches and 5 stones. Anyone see any branches around here? That's not the weapon I thought it would be. Oh, drops things. Gives me insects. Am I even heading the right way?
Head to the blue thing, north. That's the correct way, yes. This is just the starting area.
Yeah, we're just in the starting area here. So looking at the map, this is your play area. It's pretty freaking massive. We just ran from here, the broken highway, and we're just about to reach kind of like the main starting play area.
Where you can get eaten by crocodiles.
I don't want to get eaten by crocodiles. My character, Han Dong, is just amazing. Now, this is the wrong kind of axe. Yes, it is. That is not the axe you want to use for chopping down trees. This is not the axe you're looking for. So let's something a bit more useful. Attributes, no, feats, here we go. Feats are your recipes. So I want to be, I always like the swords. I know the blunt weapons are amazing, but
Daggers
it's
are
just
good
kind of like, I'm just going to go for big stone sword. So I have unlocked that. It's like a skill tree. You've got many different aspects to it. Tons of skills, tons of things you can build. So now, oh man, 20 stone. Oh, I need twine as well. So you can make twine. 5 of that. Oh, I can only get 3.
You need more fiber.
Yeah, everyone says that. Oh, the shattered bridge. I remember that. See, so use the axe to chop the trees and then get the pick, and that's going to give me the bits of stone I need. And then I can build the big sword. Then I can go batter somebody over the head with it. Hopefully, I'll make it to the water in time to
Get eaten by a crocodile.
Get eaten by a crocodile.
If you're lucky, it'll be a small crocodile.
Damn, these insects don't give me much. I much prefer the mining animations as well than Arc. So now we can go and get a big sword. No, we can't. We need more twine. Ah, more. Give me. There we go. Make some of that. Then I believe we can queue it up straight away. You could do that, can't you? If you haven't got the materials, but you queue them up in advance of making the thing you want to make,
If it's makeable
then,
in the same inventory or table,
yeah.
yes.
So any attack uses stamina. You run out of stamina, you're essentially totally screwed because you can't run, can't fight. So you just have to block and back off. So later on, you'll get shields and stuff like that. But you can't block indefinitely as well because then they'll break your shield, don't they?
Yes, the
Or
shield has durability.
they'll do a breaking attack on you, I believe, which can
Yeah,
knock your shield aside.
it depends very much on what you're fighting, but yes, some people do have like bludgeoning or breaking or shield breaking attacks and will go straight through your armor. So rolling is a thing. That would be the alt key. And control would be your block. Or in your
kicking in the
case,
nuts.
yeah, kick him in the nuts is a parry. As you have no shield.
Come on, shithead. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, archers are a pain in the ass. They will back off. They don't want you to smack them in the face.
This is not going to end well.
Remember your combos. And yeah.
Run. Shit. Not good. Ah, I forgot. Ha ha ha. See ya. Nothing in Conan can swim.
Including the crocodile.
Including the crocodiles. So now I can come back and find where these corpses go.
That's one of my major downfalls of this game is they didn't pay too much attention to the water, and nothing can swim. So water is a safe spot always. You can't drown. Oh, we'll find a croc, believe me. There'll be crocs.
Oh, damn it. There's a leg there I wanted. Anyway, let's go for... Oh, I need some water first.
Yeah. Where there's water, there's
Very
crocs.
pretty here. There we go.
There's some friendly people over there, look.
Oh, we have a fatal error, I'm afraid.
Oh.
It has lost my Direct 3D device.
No, I haven't actually seen any of those. That's new.
I will leave it there then, and I think we will call it an evening.
I think we should. Because we're way over budget now. So, if there's nothing else, you can dodge roll away from those. Yes, providing your graphics card doesn't lose its Direct 3D device.
It has said it has hung, so I'm guessing it wasn't well hung to begin with.
It wasn't that well hung, and in Conan that is a thing. So make sure you're well hung before you enter the game. Anyway, thank you for attending. We have been the Wicked Ninjas. You have all been awesome as usual. Good night, guys.
Good night.